Hello, welcome to my channel. I don't know why my GoPro wasn't recording before that. This video I will discuss something different from usual. Maybe this is the first time I discuss about this in English for my English audience, and for Indonesian audience this is not really new. I have made some video about psychology's world, about not to do something like suicide and toxic relationship and etc. So yeah, this is not the first time for my YouTube, but this is the first time for my English audience, English speaking audience. So we are going to discuss about Carl Rogers, especially in his theory in psychology. So basically, Carl Rogers is someone or well, I couldn't say that he was the one that found the humanist approach in psychology, but he was one of the pioneers. So maybe just the earlier one. So Rogers was one of the first one, not really the first one, but the pioneers for the humanistic approach. For those who didn't really know what is the humanist approach in psychology, so basically psychology has three different approach to see someone's psychology, or to diagnose I can't speak. In psychology we have three different approach, like behaviorist, and then psychodiagnostic, and then the humanistic one. So if we talk about psychodiagnostic, it is something that related to our past. So why we were smoking, it is something related that we might not feel our oral needs when 2 or 3 years old. So when we were a baby, we have to do some stuff like with your oral, with your mouth, I mean. And then some kind of like some stuff like that. So that is something that we call psychodiagnostic. So we look at their past and something like diagnostic something wrong with him because of their past. So it is psychodiagnostic. And then behavioristic is the approach to see how he behaved from the surrounding. So why am I smoking, or some stuff like that. My environment. So it is the behavior stuff. So yeah, just like that. So if I don't smoke, it was caused like no one else, or the smokers in my environment is the minority, and if I smoke, it was caused by my environment. Some stuff like that. Or maybe if I smoke something, I was giving some reward, just like that. Okay. And then the humanistic, this is personally, I like this approach very much, my favorite one, not because it is the best. Well, some people could argue with that. I don't want to argue because I'm not a psychologist. Yes, I was studying psychology in a university degree, but never really finished that degree. So I don't have anything to argue. And then, personally, humanistic is the best. Is my favorite approach. So in humanistic approach, we talk about human potential, and then and why they want to do that, and some stuff like that. So we really talk about the individual future from the psychology perspective, not like some stupid psychic. Okay. And then Carl Rogers really dig into it, and then he talked with other psychologists, and then talking deep about some proportional about life, etc. But basically his theory is something like this. So people have something we call ideal self, and then true self or real self. Well, it depends on how you pronounce the word, but basically the same. let's just say this is my Yamaha LC 135 is my real self, and the stupid one was my ideal self. So yeah, this is my real one, and that one was the ideal one. So basically, when we were a little baby, we don't have any real or ideal, because we just have our true nature of the human nature, like we are curious about something, we are so active, or maybe we would like to be silent, etc., etc. But as we grow old, we develop something from our environment, and then it becomes something called like morality or norm, etc., etc. So yeah, we kind of differentiate from ourself. This is the true, and that one, the faux one, is the ideal one. So what is the meaning? The true self is something that I did or I do. I mean, like, this is the reality one. The reality of me, I was doing something with this. But the ideal of me, so this is just me thinking that the ideal of me, a perfect motorcycle to ride, is that one. Just that one. So if I use this bike, it is not ideal. Okay? And this is just like when we, behave ourselves. My ideal self said that I don't have to be aggressive with others, but my real self, I'm aggressive. So there's some or contradictory in myself. That's why it is called congruency and incongruency. The differentiate between the real self and the ideal self, it is called incongruency. Congruency. I don't know how to spell it. We have to being true, being honest to ourselves. Okay, this is my real self. That's my ideal. So I don't have to hallucinating that I want that bike, or I was riding that bike. I mean, if this is the one that I ride, then I have truly ride this bike, not that one. Not like I was riding this bike and then feeling that I was riding that bike. Okay, so I have to be honest with myself, not being hallucinating, etc., etc. Just some stuff like that. So the more honest the more honest, then it will be better for me and my psychology state. And then the second one, well, it is actually simple but not really. It is called positive blah 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 blah. I don't really remember. Well, I can read some stuff, but I just not. But I believe this is something that called positive blah 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 blah. It is something like no judgment. Okay, so people like to judge. I would like to judge, but I don't want to be judged. That's how the people work. Basically, I don't want to be judged, whether it is a good judgment or bad judgment. I don't care. I just don't want to be judged. So I think, yeah, that is all actually. So yeah, pretty neat. I was interrupted by something, and now I forgot my my subject, but now I remember again. So yeah, and then the third step is pretty simple actually. So we talk about empathy in psychology, or not really in psychology, but in our daily life. We talk about how to do some empathy, or to have some sympathy to others, etc., etc. But Carl Rogers goes deeper than the empathy itself. So yeah, when you heard someone, and then you said that, yeah, I feel you, that's not it. You have to learn or understand how they get through something when they talk about you, and that's about it. So yeah, if we talk about Carl Rogers and his theory about the humanistic approach in psychology, and then how to behave appropriately, I mean, yeah, we will see a lot of stuff coming from Carl Rogers, and that was a good thing to read. I enjoyed very much. Read his theory, read his everything. But basically, we can divide it in some category. First of all, let's be honest to ourselves, to our society. That's all. Being honest. Okay. So yeah, I don't have much money to afford a Kawasaki R6N. Then I will not. Yeah, I will enjoy my my Yamaha LC 135. And then if I want to be, get angry or disagree about something, then I will just, I don't agree with that. Just some stuff like that. Or if please excuse the background. I live in this some area, and I don't have time to decorate my room appropriately. Yeah, someone that really into the dogma of their religion. Let's say I'm not that kind of guy, so yeah, I'm not going to pretend like I'm the holy people of some religion. No, let's just stop pretending. Just be who you are, not because society asks you to be a person like that. Okay, so be honest. Just be honest. As long it is a good thing, of course. But yeah, and then after being honest to yourself, then do not judge. It is something that's so simple, but yeah, it is hard. I mean, basically, it is easy for me to not judge people, but when people try to judge me or try to attack me, I will defend myself, of course. So yeah, I just cannot seem to hold myself, and I know this happens a lot to a lot of people too. Yeah, that kind of stuff. But yeah, and then the last one is what Carl Rogers says. Yeah, you have to understand, you have to learn about how people felt, how people get through that. Yeah, some stuff. Yeah, you have to really have deep understanding about that. Yeah, you will live pretty happy, and you will get your potential. Well, that's all I think. I believe that my English is not really good, so if you have any question, or maybe when I talk there is something that I mispronounce or not really clear, you can always go to the comment section and comment something on my video. I think that's it for today. Green Wombat out.